welcome to Pop Culture Corner. This is a segment we like to call Hidden Gem. I am Austin Perkins, and with me is...
Daniel Lando. This week we got a couple albums for you. What we did was we both recommended one to the other, and we're both gonna talk about each other's albums and go over and introduce you guys to some new music.
Right, so I think we should start with Mourn by Corbin.
All right, so this was my pick for the week. You can tell because it's the better one. Mourn by Corbin. It's... Well, I'll let you describe it, you know?
I don't like the fact that you said it's the better one. Like, mine is lesser. But coming into it without ever have heard of this person before, I gotta say that I enjoyed it, but it made me feel sad.
Yeah.
It was very depressing, like as if I just went through a breakup or lost someone in my life. But it was good, like in a music sense.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel the same way. My thing is I'm always sad. I'm like the Hulk of being sad. So it's definitely why it's up my alley. Sonically, in case you guys are wondering, it's kind of more electronic, R&B influenced, and very sad. There's one song on it that I wanted to ask your opinion about, Revenge Song.
Which one was that?
So that was the song.
You don't have to sing it or anything.
It's got some adult themes, I won't lie. It's got the explicit label on there. But it's the song about... So it's really revolutionary. It's basically Hard Candy, if you've seen that movie, but taken into song form.
I don't know what Hard Candy is.
It's a man taking revenge on somebody who has wronged somebody else in their life. That's about as PG as I can get without...
Is that the one where he kind of gets really, really aggressive, almost?
Yeah.
Okay.
How'd you feel about that?
Well, after like the first couple songs of it being completely depressing, I guess it kind of made sense. So the thing with this is that I kind of felt like it almost told a story, and like how an album should be. I felt like it was well crafted.
Yeah.
So with that being kind of not in the middle, but I think it was closer to the end, if I'm not mistaken, right? Or was it closer to the beginning?
I think it was like smack dab in the middle.
All right, well, I thought it was either way.
Continue.
So, like, I felt like right then and there was kind of like the peak of like his sadness and like to where it was anger. At least that's how I like felt about it. So, any other thoughts on Mourn?
Well, no, but we did have some thoughts on Feel the Steel.
So, this was my pick, which apparently is not the better of the two. But essentially what Feel the Steel is, it's an album by Steel Panther, who is definitely a lot lighter in mood to where they're actually more of a joke. But essentially their gimmick is that they make fun of like a 70s hair metal band. And I want to hear your thoughts on that album.
All right, so Feel the Steel starts off really strong. It's got, Death to All But Metal, which is basically just a big calling out every other genre for not being as good as metal, which is hilarious to me. And then the rest of the album, for me, it kind of hit the same punchlines, although they are valid. A lot of them I found to be a little misogynistic, although they were clearly mocking the kind of structures and like the Rolling Stone lifestyle that you always see in like hair bands in the 80s.
Right, and I kind of like that because they kind of tease it to where like you start listening to the song, and if you've never heard of this band or know what they are about, you kind of like, you're like, okay, this has like a good vibe, and like you kind of like it, and then you hear one lyric and you're like, wait a minute, this is 100% a joke. I have been mistaken. Yeah. And I just love that about it.
Absolutely. I think every single on there is very strong. I'd say album-wise, maybe just throw it in your rotation on shuffle if you're into rock comedy.
All right, I like that idea. Yeah. Kind of just to shuffle through it. Maybe not together, like through like the whole album.
It's a lot.
It's definitely a lot to take in all at once. So I definitely think throwing it into a mix of some sort would definitely be best when listening to it. Any more thoughts?
I'm fresh out of thoughts. I don't have many to begin with.
Okay, and with that, I think we will wrap it up. Thank you for watching Hidden Gems.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.